We often look at long-term celebrity marriages as the ultimate goals. But behind the curated Instagram feeds, a darker pattern often emerges. There is a growing conversation around the idea that many of these celebrated relationships only survive because of one specific factor: the tolerant codependent woman. These are women who stay. They tolerate mediocrity, carry the weight of the domestic and emotional labor, and endure a partner's struggles, often at the expense of their own well-being, just to maintain the status of the relationship. Today we're looking at why the internet is convinced Hailey Bieber is the ultimate stayer, and how a single TikTok repost might have just pulled back the curtain on her marriage to Justin. Recently, the internet went into a frenzy when Hailey Bieber's TikTok account showed she had reposted a specific video. This wasn't a light-hearted meme. It was a video describing a relationship that feels emotionally draining, one-sided, and quietly painful. The repost didn't stay up for long, but in the age of screen recordings, nothing is ever truly deleted. Fans immediately connected the dots. For years, there have been whispers of tension and emotional imbalance between Hailey and Justin. While Justin has appeared more grounded and peaceful lately, this repost suggested that behind closed doors, things might still be complicated. Hailey eventually took to her Instagram story to shut it down, writing, "I know you guys who live on the internet are really bored, but I didn't repost any videos speaking on my relationship." But here's the problem. TikTok isn't built for accidents like that. Unlike a like, which can happen with a stray thumb while scrolling, a repost requires multiple taps and a conscious confirmation. Furthermore, dozens of users across different countries and languages captured the same screen recordings of her reposted tab. If this was a glitch, it was a suspiciously specific one. The video wasn't an attack on Justin. It was an observation of a woman staying in a situation out of routine or emotional attachment rather than genuine fulfillment. By reposting it, even briefly, it felt to many like a silent nudge to the public, an admission that the perfect image is a heavy mask to wear. The Biebers aren't the only example. Look at Sharon Osbourne, who has openly recounted decades of physical and emotional turmoil, cheating, and addiction in her marriage to Ozzy. She stayed through it all. Look at Kristen Bell and Dax Shepard. While they are often praised for their radical honesty, critics point out a dynamic where Kristen often seems to tolerate disrespect or cool girl expectations to manage Dax's moods and past struggles. This brings us to Justin. It's no secret that Justin Bieber is a survivor of child stardom, which brought with it intense trauma and well-documented battles with addiction. While we can have empathy for his journey, the reality is that it is incredibly difficult to be an equal, healthy partner while navigating active recovery or deep-seated emotional scars. In these scenarios, the partner, in this case Hailey, often becomes the fixer, the stayer, and the one who absorbs the impact of the other's instability. As women, society often sells us a version of love that is synonymous with endurance. We are taught that fighting for the relationship means tolerating the intolerable. When we see Hailey reacting to Justin's public moods, like the infamous tense energy during her Vogue feature, we see the exhaustion of a woman trying to keep the peace. Was the repost a cry for help? A moment of vulnerability that she quickly regretted? Or, as she claims, a total fabrication of the internet? The evidence of the screen recordings makes the "it was AI/a glitch" excuse hard to swallow. It feels more like a moment where the stayer finally felt seen by a random video on her feed and for a split second stopped pretending,